Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Anna the Archer Let's Play. We are doing a bow only playthrough on Revengeance mode using the Calamity Mod. Last episode we had our first encounter with the Moon Lord and it didn't go as planned, so we're going to do a rematch today. But before we do, we have a bit of a scavenger hunt. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I've organized a lot of my accessories into ones that can be upgraded. I'm starting to collect some of the items for the absorber, and then I also need to collect the items to craft the Heart of the Elements, because that's a really powerful accessory as well. So we're going to go collect all those items, craft some new accessories, and then have a rematch with the Moon Lord. Let's fight normal Calamitous real quick, and let's see what we can get. Should be a really fast fight with all of our power-ups now. So when rematching all these guys, we're going to be trying to find the waifus and those summons. And I'll show you what I mean when we beat them right here. It's all to create the Heart of the Elements, which I don't really want to use the summoning aspect of the Heart of the Elements, but if you turn off the summons, it actually does more beneficial stuff. Like, it increases all of the other properties of it. So I think it would be a pretty good item to have. And it shouldn't be too hard to get. The hardest thing is going to be getting, I think, the Sand Elemental to drop its stuff. And there we go. Let's see what we got. What I'm thinking of doing is I'll go and fight some of the bosses, but then if we can't get the items that we're looking for, I'll just buy some treasure bags, because we do have a lot of money. I've never tried using the Defiled Rune. It says wings do nothing and enemies can critically hit you, increase the most rare item drops, and enemies drop 50% more cash. Can only be used in Revengeance mode and Death mode. So I think I'm going to activate that item, and I'm also going to cap this so we don't have all of our enemies falling down. And then we'll do a Zerg potion as well, and then we will use an Arid Artifact to start up a Desert Storm. Sweet, we got our first Sand Elemental. It has been maybe 30-40 minutes of farming, and I have finally gotten the rare elemental in a bottle. I think I've gotten maybe 10 of these other elementals, so I don't know if it's a 1 to 10 drop rate, but there it is right there. We also had a merchant move into this little cactus house who sells accessories from, like, movement accessories and other accessories. So I bought those, but then he ended up dying. So I'm not really sure what mod gives us that merchant, but it was kind of cool. I was starting to no longer even think it was possible to get that item. So I'm really glad that we got it. And gladly, I am going to leave this area. My goodness, that was way too much farming to get this darn little bottle. Okay, let's put away some of this stuff. So we've got our rare elemental in a bottle right there. And then I think this is actually useful for Orc Tesla, this psychotic amulet. So I'm going to put that away. It's good to have. For our next waifu, let's fight Cryogen, and then maybe go up to that floating island right above it and see if we can find the air elemental. This will be fun. I haven't fought Cryogen since we were just right at the start of hard mode. And that's a fast clear. That was so fast. And let's see if we got anything. Nope, we haven't gotten that. But let's go ahead and try to fly up to the island. Okay, here's the island up here. There we go. So we'll use the Torrential Tear to start the rain. Ooh, we have our first Cloud Elemental. And where did it spawn? There it is. And we got the Eye of the Storm on our first Cloud Elemental. That's awesome. That's It's so much better than trying to get that rare sand in a bottle. So we're opening a few cryogen treasure bags, hoping to find that elemental. I may actually just go fight cryogen a few more times because it's easy enough and it's way cheaper. Ooh, we just got the item. The quick cryo stone, I think, is what we need. But I already summoned him, so I'll just finish killing him right here. We did get what we wanted, so let's head back, and we're done with cryogen now. We got our quick cryo stone. Now we need to go fight the Brimstone Elemental. Here we go. We can summon her down here now. There we go. Well, we didn't get it from her, but we've got some gold, so let's just buy a few treasure bags. And still nothing. Ooh, there we go. We got it. The rose stone. The only thing left that we need appears to be the chaos stone, which we can get from Galactus. So let's switch it to night and kill Galactus a few times because the treasure bag's kind of expensive. I can kill much faster than I could farm 3 platinum. Well, we didn't get it that time, so let's do it again. And there we go. We got it. I think we have everything we need to make our new accessory. You can see it takes up a whole row getting all these different elemental items. And we can craft the Heart of the Elements. Super cool. It has a defense of 9, and it increases max life by 20, max life regen by 1, all damage by 8%, increases move speed by 10%, jump speed by 100%, increases damage reduction by 5, max mana, reduces mana usage, and you grow flowers when you walk, and it summons all the elementals to protect you. And if you toggle the visibility on or off, the stats will increase, and I looked it up, and it's about, I think, a 20% increase on all the stats if you turn off the visibility. So there they are. It's pretty sweet looking. But like I said, I don't really like the visual clutter or the fact that they're kind of like summons and I'm doing a bow playthrough. I'll turn it off and just let it increase my stats. So the next thing I want to craft is the Absorber. I've got all of this that's from the Abyss, and then we've got the Spark accessory, we've got the Giant Tortoise Shell. We just need to find the Seashell, finish up our Grand Gelatin, and get this Fungal Carapace. Oh my goodness. I think I probably have run around the map for like 20 minutes. Because the mushroom biome I'd previously found was super small, and I didn't know if I'd get any good spawns. But this one seems pretty small too. I don't know what it is about this world, but usually I have a good sized mushroom biome. I guess what I'm going to need to do is just go off screen and hope that they'll spawn while I'm off screen. The other thing I cannot find is a blue jellyfish. There we go, Fungal Carapace. Whoa, what is the Plaguebringer doing here? How did he spawn? I am so confused. But I don't think I'm in a position where I can even fight him. Oh, this isn't the Plaguebringer Goliath. This is just a Plaguebringer. Okay, that's much less scary. What I've learned after doing some research is that blue jellyfish only spawn in pre-hard mode. Okay, we are in Blue Jelly World. Now let's do some teleporting. Okay, this should be a good spot to get a jellyfish to spawn. I think these are the jellyfish I need. Oh, I already got the mana jelly. Perfect. Well, that's all we needed this world for. Now we can make the grand gelatin. The only thing we're missing now is a seashell. Well, I'm in the ocean. I've got a Zerg potion on. And let's hope we can get a spawn. They said it's a very rare item on the wiki. There we go. I just found a sea snail. Didn't drop what we were looking for, but I found one. There we go. Seashell right there. Perfect. What's the shark doing up there? Okay. Wow. We have done so much farming. This is, I think, the longest episode I have ever filmed. And we haven't even gotten to the boss fight. And we can craft it. Sweet. It's going to be really important for after the Moon Lord to have an absorber, because we can combine it to form a sponge. It provides 6 defense, increases movement speed by 12%, jump speed by 120%, max life, max mana by 20. It boosts life regen standing still, increases defense and damage reduction when submerged. It says enemy attacks will have part of their damage absorbed and used to heal you. I think that last part about absorbing enemy attacks is why it's such a good item. One thing I did to prepare for the Moon Lord is I actually took off our boots because I don't think we need them. We seem to be moving plenty fast without them, so we're not going to be doing too much running on this fight. So I'm putting on the absorber instead. It's going to absorb some of the boss damage, so that will be a really helpful benefit. Now all we need to do is head on over. We've got our Celestial Sigil, and we just need to pick a good spot to fight the Moon Lord. And I may just put a few platforms over this house just to make this a little bit cleaner. I think that looks good. And now it is time to summon the Moon Lord. After so much farming this episode, I really hope this boss fight goes well. Otherwise, we can always farm up the Lunar Events a few more times and get plenty of summons. I think at this point we are very powerful and totally ready to defeat him. It's just going to be a matter of getting used to his mechanics and making sure we don't get too many hits and all that. Here we go. And I'm not really going to focus too much on trying to hit a specific eye. I think I'm just going to go crazy on all of them. And we're fast enough, so that's good. We're taking too much damage though. We really need to dodge these hits better. And we'll go right over his head right here. Take down his eyes. Ooh, that was going the other way. Put on a heal real quick. Discord away. So we're at 77%. He's probably going to do his eye attack again. Got Discord for that. Oh man, I need to get better at dodging those. I may need to kite him more. I think that's what I need to do. And then when he does that attack, we'll switch the direction we're kiting, because then we can dodge these much better. We'll throw in a heal. Yeah, kiting seems to work better because it gives me better chance to dodge, and I can aim a little bit better. He's probably going to do his attack again. Starting to get a timing for that. Seems like I'm missing a lot of shots here. Oh, it's this part of his head right here that we need to get now. Okay, now we're getting some hits on him. His heart is open now, and we're doing pretty well. Dodge that. Just need to take down this heart. His attacks are getting easier to dodge. I'm starting to get a good feel for it. Oops. Oh, that was almost a bad mistake. He's getting a lot more aggressive now. Okay, I think it's gonna be time to kite him a little bit. Ooh, that was close. And we've almost got him. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. Take that, Moonlord. You're no match for my items that I took all day to farm. Oh my goodness. It was like, let's see what time it is. Right now it's noon, and I started this episode at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I've been farming items for 2 hours to get this Heart of the Elements and Absorber. But it seemed to have paid off because we had so much damage resistance during that fight. We got Meowmere. We have a bunch of Luminite here. Ooh, we got the Celestial Onion. I think that gives us another accessory slot. And yes, it does. We have another accessory slot. That's awesome. So now that we have defeated the Moonlord, we've got plenty of cool stuff we can do, and obviously lots of stuff we can craft. First, let's make all this Luminite. What I think I'll do is buy some treasure bags. I'm sure it'll be quite expensive, but from all the farming we did, we have so much gold, 22 platinum. So let's buy a few Moonlord bags. The Galactus Singularity. This is a combination of solar, vortex, stardust, and nebula fragments. And it can be used to craft some pretty awesome bows, like this one right here, which we have all of the parts for. So we'll be able to craft the Astral Defeat. See, the other thing I wanted to craft is this Clockwork Bow, which can be crafted from 50 cogs. So, should be a simple thing. 50 cogs and Luminite. There we go, the Clockwork Bow. Whoa, this Clockwork Bow is awesome. It just like rains down arrows everywhere. Very reminiscent of like the Daedalus Storm Bow. Let's try with napalm arrows. Yeah, it just goes crazy. And it goes based on where your cursor is. So it's very much like the Star Fury. That's so cool. And there's these new enemies that spawn post Moonlord. So we'll take down one of them right now. pretty sweet. Man, these guys have a lot of health. Another thing we can craft are Luminite Arrows. So let's do a bunch of those. Doesn't actually take much. And I think we can potentially combine them into an infinite Luminite. Let's see. Yes, unlimited Luminite. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and sell the rest. I think I'm going to need to do a little bit more research. I did just craft Luminite Arrows, which should be pretty sweet. But I need to do a little bit more research, figure out all the things we can craft. We've got our Clockwork Bow, and we've got all the stuff that we powered up with today, and we defeated the Moonlord. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.